Hello guys and welcome to Base Watches. The term sector dial is a bit ambiguous and the exact definition varies depending on who you ask. As a result, producers have a lot of wiggle room when designing one. In general, while shopping for a sector watch, I prefer one with concentric outer rings. One of these rings will normally have 5-minute hashes, while the other will have 1-minute hashes. In addition, the center of the dial will appear clean. A date window or other complication is fine, but there should not be more than one. The overall concept is that the design should direct your attention to the outer rings. So, without further ado, let us begin. The Jaeger-LeCoultre Master Control Date Sector Dial is a mid-sized 39mm watch with a medium 8.5mm thickness. The case is constructed from stainless steel with a rounded, polished bezel and brushed sides. This naturally draws your eye to the top of the watch, while lending the sides a relatively muted appearance. The sapphire crystal is flat, once again drawing your attention to the dial itself, rather than to the other features. The dial itself is understated, with a silver finish and date located at the 3 o'clock position. The inner index features long black hashes with numerals at the 6, 9, and 12 o'clock positions. The outer index features smaller hashes to indicate the individual minutes. The 5-minute marks are indicated by blue hashes, which are small enough to add an attractive accent without being overly distracting. The hour and minute hands are skeletonized with narrow tips, while the second hand is long and very fine. The movement is a JLC caliber 899 automatic movement produced in-house by Jaeger-LeCoultre. It has a 38-hour power reserve and a frequency of 4 Hz. The solid gold rotor is gorgeous, perfectly designed for viewing through the Jagger's display back. The rotor cleanly occupies a third of the space, with the other 2/3 allowing for a clear view of the steel inner workings. The Master Control Date Sector Dial is water resistant to 50 meters, so it's suitable for showering and other light water contact. This is a fine timepiece and collectible, but it's not a dive watch. The black alligator leather strap is elegant enough, with a simple pin closure that's easy to open and close. Designed with a graceful rounded appeal, the 38.5mm stainless steel Longines Heritage Classic Sector Dial is, as we'll see, all's about this watch is circular, which all ties together very well in a unified look. The sapphire crystal is slightly raised with a steep bevel at the outside. It's scratch resistant and it has a multi-coated underside that prevents glare. The silver watch face is divided neatly into 4 quadrants by a black cross design in the center. The outer ring is darker silver than the center, with huge hashes at the 5-minute marks connecting the center to the watch's outer edge. Smaller single-minute hashes are positioned around the outer circumference, and there are bold numerals at the 3, 9, and 12 o'clock positions. The hour and minute hands are nearly the same length, crafted from electric blue for easy visibility. Rather than a second hand, there's a small 60-second subdial at the 6 o'clock position. The automatic caliber L893 movement is well engineered with a frequency of 25,200 beats per hour. This is slower than many automatic movement, but only slightly. If you like to actually hear your watch tick, this unusual frequency makes it a solid choice. It also offers a 64-hour power reserve, enough to set it aside for a few days without needing to reset it. Like most sector dial watches, the Heritage Classic Sector Dial isn't designed for use in the water. It's rated for 20 meters of water resistance, which makes it splash-proof. Go ahead and wear it in the shower, but take it off if you're going swimming. It comes with a black leather strap, which has a flat, smooth finish and small, steel-reinforcing clasps at the lugs. The Vacheron Constantin 56 4600 watch is medium-large, measuring 40mm in diameter and 9.6mm thick. Dieses gibt ihm a lot of wrist presence, and the display back makes it seem good, even when as nicht worn ist. The outside edge extends almost to the end of the crown, adding security, and the flat sapphire crystal is scratch and glare resistant. The dial is a royal blue with silver indexes and hands. Large hashes indicate the 5-minute marks, with large numerals at the even-numbered hour positions. At the 3 o'clock position, there's a small date window that's a bit small for easy reading, but adds a nice accent. The outer index features small hashes at all 60-minute marks, with circular lines on the inside and outside that create a true railroad track appearance. The hour and minute hands are relatively wide, with white loom stripes down the center, while the second hand is very slender and exceptionally long. The Constantin 56 utilizes a caliber 1326 movement, customized for a beautiful appearance through the 56 display case. It moves at a rate of 28,800 beats per hour, with 25 joules and a respectable 48-hour power reserve. The gold rotor features a large Maltese cross, which is also Vacheron's logo. It's mostly see-through, allowing for a clear view of the rest of the movement. The 56 is water-resistant to 20 meters. In reality, this is effectively splash-resistant, not truly water-resistant. Don't wear it while you're swimming, or you're liable to ruin your investment. The band is sturdy and attractive, with a 5-link design that makes it exceptionally flexible. However, like any metal watch band, you're most likely going to need to have it custom-fitted. The Laurent Ferrier Gallet square sector dial features a square case, as the name implies. It is 41 millimeters on each side, with a raised bezel that is rounded and smoothly blends in the domed sapphire crystal. Timepieces gives the watch a thick, elevated profile while not distorting the view of the dial. The dial itself is available in 7 various color patterns, ranging from rose gold to black to deep blue. Depending on the version, the casing is either stainless steel or matching rose gold. However, they all have the same profile. The inner index contains huge hashes at the 5-minute, with no numerals cluttering the design. The outer index has a railroad track design, with tiny numerals marking the 5-minute positions. The minute hand is long and slender, with a short hour hand with a long spear tip. At the 6 o'clock position, there's a small 60-second subdial with a hand that extends to its edges. The automatic caliber FBN 229 movement is reasonably accurate, although the unidirectional microrotor means you can only set the time in either direction. Be careful when setting it. If you go forward by an extra minute, you'll need to advance 29 hours and 59 minutes to get back where you want to be. That said, it's an in-house movement, so it's more finely crafted than most off-the-shelf movements. Dies ist not a water-resistant watch. Unfortunately, you can't take it swimming or even in the shower. If you spend a lot of time in the water, you'll probably want a different watch. The brown leather strap has a workmanlike appearance with heavy stitching at the outer edges that makes it sturdier and acts as an accent. The Patek Philippe Calatrava sector dial is elegantly circular, measuring 38 mm in diameter and 843 mm thick. It features a sloping bezel and a scratch and glare-resistant sapphire crystal. It also includes a sapphire display back, which provides a clear view of the movement. The white dial is simple, with only a little date window at 3 o'clock. The inner index has huge hashes at the 5-minute mark, as well as larger hashes at the quarter-hour mark, which extend to the index's exterior. Individual minute marks are indicated by smaller hashes. There's also a narrow railroad-style outer index with hashes for each minute. Small numerals denote the 5-minute mark. The hands are broad and spearhead-shaped, with a black finish that stands in stark contrast to the dial. There is no second hand, which contributes further to Calatrava's clean appearance. The automatic caliber 324 movement has 29 joules and ticks along at a brisk 28,800 beats per hour. It has a 45-hour power reserve, so you can take it off for nearly 2 days without experiencing any problems. The Calatrava is water-resistant to 30 meters. As with the other watches I've covered, this essentially means it's splash-resistant, suitable for showering but not for swimming. The black alligator leather band is sturdy, with decorative stitching along the outer edge.